Welcome back, guys. This is episode 3, part 3, let's say, of lore walkthrough of Grim Dawn. Um, we are at Burwich outskirts. We checked all the lore notes slowly but surely. We checked everything till now, till outskirts, and we have a notepad. We have written everything. If you want, if you haven't checked that first episodes, kindly check that out. But we're in the third one. Let's go back to Burwich outskirts. So here is the reconnaissance report. This one, I pray one of us makes it through this nightmare to deliver this report. I pray one of us makes it through this nightmare to deliver the report. 1 minute. The lives of those hiding in Devil's Crossing may depend on it. As instructed, my team has braved the wilderness of Whitemire and made it to the outskirts of Burwich. The situation there is worse than we feared. We encountered no survivors. The ethereal takeover of the region is now complete. What we found baffling, however, is the heavy concentration of enemy activity within Burwich itself. In our previous encounters with the ethereals, they seemed unfocused, spread out across the wilderness in no predictable pattern. But this seems almost deliberate, as if they were swayed to keep watch over something important. I regret to report that without a larger force at our disposal, even breaching the city walls would incur heavy casualties and thin our already struggling ranks. While I understand completely that our situation is dire and we are desperate for a new source of supply and food, I cannot recommend a direct engagement with enemy forces at Burwich. It is a suicide mission. We need to be prepared for the eventuality that the enemy gathered at Burwich will mobilize upon Devil's Crossing, should it come to that. We must be prepared to flee once more. Scout Talna. So basically, we are so outnumbered and they are targeting Devil's Crossing that we have to escape. Our only option right now is to escape. We are just counting our days. We are just counting when they are going to come. That's what I see here. Mm, okay. Burwich Recon report. These were survivors who somehow managed themselves to get into Burwich outskirts, which is good. They are at least alive. I can't do this. I can't. This is all too much. Hang in there, my friend. You can get through. I'm is real food. I'm not used to eating this. I think it's meat. Where did it all go wrong? 1 minute I'm making the trade deal of my life. The next I'm stuck out in the middle of the woods, surviving on scraps. I don't know how far in time we are supposed to uh, the once peaceful place that Kane was, this place and all was. Let's say like give it 2 years, 2 to 3 years. I think. Let's say we'll give it that much of a time gap. Ouch! Sorry, I did something. 2 to 3 years. Okay. Yeah, that is a small. I mean, that is not small. It's a pretty good time gap. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. Okay, Duncan. Hello, traveler. If you find yourself going about these parts, I was wondering if you would help us locate someone. I'm a bit tied up with the forger. What are you doing here? Arming these people against the dangers of Cain. Doing the best I can with what I've got. What did you need help with? My master, Angrim, left our camp earlier today. He intends to find a group of survivors that he considers worthy of our smithing talent. We don't exactly see eye to eye on the matter of who we should be helping. Angrim wants to field an army and take the fight to the Ethereals. I'd rather save as many as I can, whether they can fight or not. I want to help these people, but without my master's forging hammer, the sacred Malayam Menhir, I won't be able to make anything worth a damn while. Forging hammer is called Malayam Menhir. 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 Menhir is a name we need to keep in mind. Okay, a blacksmith. A blacksmith. We could use you in Devil's Crossing. If you get Malayam Menhir back, I will gladly join you in Devil's Crossing after I use it to help around. Please seek out my master and get Malayam Menhir back. I saw him heading out to the northeast. He couldn't have gotten far. What is the Malayam Menhir? It is an ancient forging hammer passed down through generations of blacksmiths. It is now in the hands of my master Angrim, but I feel that the time has come for it to be passed on to younger hands. Why do you feel the hammer should go to you? My master is an expert blacksmith, don't get me wrong. The weapons he creates are one of the finest quality, but he is reluctant to experimenting with arcane forging techniques. In that, I am his superior and he knows that. More importantly, though, I wish to help people while my master wishes only to prepare soldiers for the battle against the Ethereals. It's a noble goal, but humanity will not thrive if it's just our soldiers survive. Okay, so he can. I mean, the good thing about him is he can use his arcane proficiency to make things better. Is that what it is? Interesting. His master wants to prepare for battle, he wants to save people. You know who I would pick, right? You all know who I would pick. I don't think I left anything in these places. Okay. Greetings, stranger. I hope you're out here fighting the good fight. What are you doing here? Same as you, I suppose. Seeking my purpose in our fight to save Cain. The Black Legion is still out there still, and they could surely use a blacksmith. The Black Legion? What is the Black Legion, bro? The Black Legion? Death's Bannermen? Surely you've heard of the Imperium's elite, or were you living under the rock before Grimdawn? Why are you looking for them? I heard solid rumors that some of the Legion escaped the chaos that broke out in the capital. I intend to seek them out and aid them in the fight against the invaders. I'm here for the Malayam Menhir. What do you know about that? Duncan needs it to help the refugees. He's a talented boy, that one. The way he weaves magical properties into his craft astounds even me sometimes. I prefer a finely honed blade and a solid shield to that nonsense, though. Duncan was my finest apprentice, but he still needs to learn some priorities. Those people he's trying to help can't even help themselves. Our knowledge is a rare gift. We cannot squander it on those that refuse to fight for Crane. Um, this time the hammer was passed on. It is true. Duncan brings a fresh approach to the forge with his arcane weapons, and he goes about his work with unrivaled energy. But he still lacks the experience to make weapons for real soldiers and masters of the blade. I cannot have the power of Malayan Minor wasting away when we are at war. I will see that is. I mean, anything you can do. You would put him to work, eh? You certainly do seem like a capable sort. Angrim says, very well. Duncan will inherit the Malayu Menhir. Take it him. Let him do his charity work. But after that, there's nothing wrong, to be honest, with that approach. You can go Angrim also. That doesn't seem like a proper bad thing. It just seems like if you're a magic player, get Angrim. If you're a melee player or like non-magic, take. I mean, pick Duncan and Angrim, vice versa. It's like that. I don't know if I can finish this side, which is the. We need to kill Salazar here. No, no, I'm not going to kill him right now. Cannot pick the strange key here, but I'm not gonna do this place because of Derani. I'm not gonna do this place. We'll come back and we'll see. Okay. Mm, I want this sooner though. Still, it's fine. We'll come back here later. You're back. Do you have the Malayan Menhir? I persuaded Angrim to part with it. Here you go. I'm impressed. Angrim is a tough man to convince of anything, but I'm glad it did not have to come to blows. Thank you. I will do much good with this. So, will you join me in Devil's Crossing? Yes, of course. First, I must complete my work here. Now that I have my master's forging hammer, I'll be able to provide these people with quality equipment. I'll see you in Devil's Crossing when I'm finished, I promise. I just picked something, guys. I didn't pick it for like out of pity. I usually pick Angram a lot. That's why I picked Duncan. There's nothing here. anything here? There is this cave here. Interesting cave. I want to put my waypoint here because I know what this is gonna be. We're gonna fight though. That's why we are here for. Will I die or will I live? We'll try. We'll try killing him, but I don't know. I'm kinda making him go dizzy, bro. My moments here. Yo, 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 yo. He will kill me. Okay, I killed him. Should Gutworm's Mask of Shadow. Is there anything I can get about this guy? No, apparently nothing to get here. Is there anything else? Nothing really. Yeah, so there's nothing about Cutworm. He's just a monster. Something in caged souls I got. This thing? No. Something I got caged souls, no? This one is caged souls. Okay, okay. Something is here, which means, I mean, that is that side, East Marsh. I'm not gonna do that, but it's there, it's there. They're letting us know. We have skeletons, bro. Crazy. This is another new place, I believe. The Burial Cave. Renegade, Soleil, and Devotion. We have 2 points. We got some resistances. We have fully skeletons, bro. Crazy how bad it is. We are gonna go to Devil's Crossing. We are gonna first of all we wanna speak to Barnabas here. Any luck clearing out those slits? People are starting to beg me for water. I don't know how many more times I can say it will melt your guts. It will melt your guts before they rush me and take it. I taken care of it. Well done. Once I pump out the remaining poisoned water, the spring should be clean enough for drinking. I'll make sure to let people here know how much of help you have been. They'll be grateful that they can get a drink without dissolving their intestines. One more thing, take my rucksack, useful for hauling back scrap or whatever else you come across. I'm too old for that scrap now. This is the first rucksack you get, so good. GG. John Bowen, good, you're back. I heard good things from both Kasparov and Barnabas. You are a real asset to this community. Thank you. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you most. One of my scouts came back with news, making our next move clear. The dead are heavily concentrated in Burwich village, to the north, past the swamps of Whitemire. There must be a reason why. Perhaps the ethereal behind these attacks is there. We can't know for sure without investigating deeper. How can I help? You've proven yourself quite resourceful thus far. Your ability to secure Riftgates for human use could be a turning point in our situation. With all the activity around Burwich, there is bound to be a Riftgate. If you can capture it, that will give us a solid foothold in the area. How do I get to Burwich? Follow the road north to Whitemire, though in the current state of things, you will likely have to raise the load behind well before you reach the village. Keep pressing north and you will eventually reach the outskirts. It's surrounded by a palisade wall, so you will have to find a way inside. Once you secure the rift gate, return to Devil's Crossing. Okay. And Duncan, not a bad place you got here. Many souls in need of my service. Seems I'll be plenty busy. And you know what? Give me some stuff, bro. Give me some stuff. Oh, everything's all 20, huh? No, I can. Is there something that goes well with antivenom salve? We are gonna put you in here. It's fine. Is that something that gives pet bonus? Pet bonus. Nothing gives pet bonus, so everything is resistance for me. Okay, so to be honest, gonna make a few anti-venom salve, and we're gonna chuck some corpse dust at a few places. First, I'll sell everything. You don't want this. This one I will keep. No, these two are fine. I'll keep. No. Okay. So okay, we'll go back. What do we have here? We have salt bag, which is here. I'll keep it here. I need corpse test. One more corpse test for this one. Scaled hide for this one. Dense fur. I mean, cold. Who needs cold, bro? Ancient armor plate for these two. I'll put this thing. It's fine. One anti-venom salve would be good, no? No, we don't want that. We have some things. We will probably use those. Where were we? Okay. From there we came here. So now we are gonna follow this side of the path. I'm level 18. Um, One thing I forgot to do is to go back here for a small thing. I need to remove 2 points here. Okay, I unlocked it. My curse of frailty is good now. One more point, I will unlock this thing. Hellhound. I max this. Also need to max this one though. Under Legion. We'll go there later. We are in Moldering Fields. It's a house. Nice, beautiful house, not destroyed by any means. There is something inside. Okay, we'll do this side again for a while. Is there something here? No, 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 no. My imagination. This is East Marsh. We will do it soon, not now though. We will finish Krieg, then maybe I will do it. We'll see. But we'll just keep it in our mind to do this soon. Inside this place, there might be something. No, apparently there's nothing. Inside this place, also nothing. There is Algrim, my goat Algrim. We came, finished all of that place. Well, I'll be a living person. I've been stranded out here since Barwich fell. Fortified myself on this little patch of island, cooking whatever critters get too close while waiting for the inevitable end. You are a welcome sight for sore eyes. Barwich fell months ago. Okay, so it fell months ago. So it's like a year. The timeline is officially said. It's maybe a year. It's a year. It's around that time, bro. It's around the time. How have you survived this long? Well, I can cook for one. I used to work in the capital and had the honor of preparing meals for a couple noble houses and many foreign dignitaries. I'm not a fighter, but I have learned to hunt a bit when necessary. It gets me by. Scraps of bone rat aren't exactly fine dining though. Most of all, I just keep quiet and observe. What about you? Where do you hail from? We could use a cook. This prison of yours sounds like heaven compared to my current dwelling. I bet I could do my share as well. Men fight better on full stomachs. How will we get all of my equipment to Devil's Crossing? I can open a griff gate to safety. A portal? I have only ever seen one of those before, and it wasn't spitting out the good guys. I really hope you're not trying to pull one on me. Here goes nothing. I'll see you on Devil's Crossing. Algrim, we'll see. So back to writing a few stuff. Sorry guys. Yeah. So the timeline was mentioned that current events from the fall of which was months ago. So 1 2 year gap is what I believe. And what else did we learn? We learned much about the people here. We didn't learn like any major lore. The major lore last we got was this thing. Cool lore. So yeah, kill all these guys. No one should be here. We found that place, but it is fine. I wanna check this place fully. Is there anything we have not seen? Okay, I mean, I think we have seen a lot. I mean, I have to go back this way. Yo, stop giving me skeletons, bro. Ooh, okay. Alistair's diary. We found a diary, guys. First entry. Mama told me to write in this thing, so I suppose now is as good as ever, seeing as I'm grounded again. So I pulled Abigail's hair. She started it. Why doesn't she have to visit in her room and write in a why doesn't she have to sit in her room and write in a stupid diary? Tomorrow I'll catch the biggest frog I can find in the marshes and leave it in sister's room. We'll see how she likes that. Second entry. So Mama's been reading my diary and now I'm grounded again. It's kind of funny. The frog got out before sister even saw it. Why isn't Papa home yet? He was supposed to take me out to Burwich today, and he's still not back from business. Alistair's diary. Day 3. Mama's saying that I'm not allowed to play outside anymore. Perkins said that there are monsters roaming the marshes, but Mama said there is no such thing, and she whooped me with the ladle for talking rumors again. I wish Papa would come home already. I want to go to Barwich. Fourth entry. I'm scared. I'm really, really scared. Mama locked me and sister in the room while she checked out some noises behind the house. It's been forever, and now I hear noises in the house, inside the house too. Papa, please come home and make the noises go away. I don't care about Barwich anymore. Please come home, Papa. Damn. Damn. Sad guy, sad. Okay, Balfros and Hagra. Balros, Balros. These two are roaming this side. I opened that, so that's why it's glowing. What is inside this place, though? No, this was just used to be a hut again. Okay, it's just common for these people to die, I guess. Hmm, interesting. Chilled steel, and okay. I got the Manticore poison gland here. Interesting. Of the Drangul is Taskmaster's gloves, huh? Yo, I have the worst gloves. I need to find Darlet because I needed to undo upgrades. This this place is blocked. Let me keep an eye on that. This is a blocked one. Interesting. So, yeah, can someone Hellhound now? Okay, we did our mission that we were supposed to do. And let me come here. Let me kill this thing. I wanna check this place here. Yeah, flooded cellar. Why does this have to be this deep inside? There must be something, no? Otherwise, why does this have to be like this? No, nothing is there. Why was it like this though? Hmm, it's fine, I guess. We are finally inside Burbage. Cultist orders. And get something to read at all. Cultist in the mindset. You discovered a curious note within the ruins of Burwich. Inside, you found damning evidence that Tyranny has been secretly in league with the cult of Clathon and is responsible for some of the recent troubles that have befallen the refuge. You should confront him before he has a chance to further sabotage the survivors. Only Sanctuary. Was? Why didn't I get any note for that? Okay, okay, it's here. Sorry. I'm stupid. Brothers of the blood. The ethereal presence in Burwich grows stronger with each day passing by. We are shifting our operations beyond the city limits, where we may proceed with our plans undisturbed. Our focus now turns upon Devil's Crossing, where our newest agent, Dirani, has successfully sabotaged their water pump. Soon, that irksome group will be forced to flee their sanctuary, and then they shall be at mercy. Ready yourself, brothers. Soon we shall drink of their blood. Salazar, Blade of Chthon. Oh, Salazar wrote it. So their focus is not ethereal for now. They want to capture Devil's Crossing. Okay. They are afraid of ethereals for now, I think. That's how I feel. But yeah, I'll just open this ad fully. Then we will go back and confront Dirani. there anything here? Because I didn't go inside. No. This thing is connected to Barwich village. Okay, as I can see, it is connected. It is connected well. Inside is what we did. We checked that. This side goes somewhere. This place is not that. We cannot go there inside. Yeah, okay. So we go back to Devil's Crossing. Speak to Harmond first. I can tell you have had your share of horrors. Tell me, what was the battle like? It was sad to see men twisted in such a way. I took them out of misery. Perhaps they didn't deserve the fate they got, but at least now there's less of them out to be threatening the living. You did the right thing. Here's your iron. He kinda has he kinda thought about it. That's what we want. That's what we like to hear. Um John Bowen, have you found a rift gate in Burwich? What's the situation out there? Swarming with ethereal corruption, sir. But the rift gate is secure. Good work. While you were gone, I dug through some of the files in the office and I think we have our target. As you are actually aware, ethereals can possess humans and bend them to their will. I always had my suspicions, but now I have little doubt. The former warden of this prison is possessed. Well, before the grim dawn, in fact. How can you be sure? There have been countless holes in the prison records. Prisoners just disappearing, never to be seen again. The warden's personal logs paint a more complete picture. He's been transferring prisoners into a secret facility underneath his mansion in Burwich village for years. What for? I do not know, but I'm sure it wasn't for rehabilitation. There are also several mentions of ethereals and riftgates. I need you to find this man or whatever he has become. So the prisoners have been transferred to a facility for what? For experimentation, obviously, because it's a facility, obviously. What are they researching? I do not know. We'll check out. Where can I find him? Warden Krieg owns a mansion in the northern district of Burwich village. The logs indicate that his facilities can be reached via the cellar. I'm afraid I don't have more to go on. But if we want to strike back at the ethereal power structure in the region, the warden is a prime target. I will end the warden's life. Delaney, we will confront him. You looking to start problems? Best be on your way. I found a curious note at Burwich, Mr. Delaney. It mentions you by name. Uh, um, um, wouldn't believe anything it says. It's slander. Explain yourself! Now I know this doesn't look good for me, but hold that weapon of yours and check a second, eh? Yes, I sabotaged that water pump, but I had my reasons. You see, I was a prisoner here back when this place still served as an actual prison. When the world went down the slit hole, I stayed here with a few others. It was the safest place I could think of. Clearly, Bourbon thought the same when he showed up with the rest of the survivors. Things still escalated quickly. When the world went down the slit hole, I stayed here with a few others. It was the safest place. Okay, okay. I'm sure it was us who fired first, but it was them that fired the last. Those prisoners that survived were driven out and set free. Now, call me a coward for all I care, but I hid when the fighting got ugly. Oh, so Devil's Crossing these people and the prisoners went into a fight. This guy was a prisoner. So those prisoners that survived were set free. This guy hid. This guy hid when the fighting was, and then he later joined these guys as a refugee. Okay. Never could forgive Boban for what he did to us, though. Okay. He was a prisoner. I mean, whatever. I missed the part where you don't deserve to die. Alright, I'm getting that. The cult of Cthon, not a bunch of people you want to cross. Obsessed with the blood of some fallen god. Or maybe it's just blood in general. They made me an offer. I sabotage the water pump. I get safe haven at their hideout. Get back at Bourbon. Find a new home. Two birds with one stone, as they say. Was until I attended one of their underground meetings that I realized I was mixing with the wrong crowd. And believe me, I've been affiliated with some pretty twisted individuals before. Ran out of there before they were done with the first initiate. You don't want to know what that entails. I do have one of their keys though. The price for the mistakes I made. Let's make a deal, eh? You don't breathe a word of this to Bourbon, and I give you my key along the directions to their lair. Should be plenty of stolen belongings there, ripe for the talking for taking for the likes of you. Don't try anything funny though. I keep that key well hidden. Don't want to raise any suspicion now. You have a deal, bro. We have a deal. I'm not killing him. We will kill him later. Algrim, we'll talk to you. Well, if it isn't my savior, I cannot thank you enough. I finally get to cook for other people again. Here, have some soup, yeah? Could use some salt, but Captain Whiskey over there insists that it's for combat use only. Glad you're settled in. Come back anytime. I've got a few old stories to tell if you have an ear to listen. Algrim story, bro. We will hear. We will hear soon. We will hear soon. That's what I'm gonna say. We will hear soon. I'm sorry if I insulted you earlier. Your origins were just a bit startling. I hear that you brave the dangers beyond Lower Crossing. I was wondering if you could help gather some materials. I take it these are your children? No, my children are dead. I left them alone at home while I went off to visit our neighbor. Captain John found me hiding in the neighbor's cellar like a coward. What kind of mad gods would leave the innocent to be slaughtered while wretches like me are spared? Captain John brought me here. He gave me these children, Jane and Alex, to look after. Caring for them is the only thing that keeps me going. I'm sorry for your loss, Constance. What do you need? You see, I was a seamstress before the Grim Dawn. Nothing special, made just enough to get by, but now I see an opportunity to use my trade to make a difference around here. I'd like to sew some new canopies and maybe some new clothes if there is enough fabric left. Alex and Jane deserve better than this. If you could please gather any fabric you find, the people here would be grateful. The waterfront in Burwich would be a good place to start looking. I'll get the fabric. Durrani's directions, huh? A deal's a deal. The cultists are sitting cozy up in the mountains, out of the way of the usual travelers. Head out to the broken bridge in the Burwich outskirts. Once there, hug the cliffside till you find a path leading to the hills. When you find men in blood-soaked robes, you're in the right place. We know, guys. We know. We have been there. Um, mm, I mean, right now I'll have this, but you know what? We'll fight Salazar first. He's in the outskirts this side. I don't know how it would actually change if I killed Salazar and then speak with him. Will that be different? I don't know. I got two of these keys. One I don't want particularly. Okay, I can only take two. Huh? I mean, it's fine. I'll take two of these. I'll put one in. Okay, the strange key is unlocked. Is Salazar strong than Gutworm? We'll check that out now. Gutworm is really strong, but if this guy is also strong, that means something, not? I have 28 chaos, so it's actually fine. Chaos, vitality, I have everything for some reason. Okay, maniacal is. Okay, we're gonna fight this guy. Make sure to kill this guy though. Okay, Salazar Sovereign Blade. It has +2 to summon Hellhound and Familiar. I can get Harbinger, but I don't think Salazar is what we want for our build. It's a more conjurer type, no? Dreeg's case. Oh, some ugly items. Nature's Bounty. Okay, not really the thing I want. Tome of Plagues is also not what I want. Yo, I'm getting full skeletons, bro. Crazy. Okay, back to Burwich. We go. You know what, guys? We will read some Algrim tales and we'll end the episode of that. It's been an hour. Let's hear one of your stories, bro. Have you run into the Bloodsworn yet? The fanatic cult devoted to the supposed elder god Chthon. The cult has existed forever. Some say since before recorded history. I always thought the myth of an elder god betrayed and gruesomely dismembered was too fantastical to be anything but the stuff of theatre. But since the Grim Dawn, it seems the cult has newfound power and desperate men flock to swell their ranks. Okay. When I was wandering the outskirts of Burwich, I came upon some cultists who pressed me to join their ranks. At first, they wouldn't take no for an answer, but I treated them to some hearty stew, and then they troubled me no further. Never underestimate the power of good cooking. This is what good cooking does, guys. This is what good cooking does to people. I'll take some more soup. When I was young, I had the misfortune to witness a banquet that was thrown for 5 pathfinders of the biggest rover bands at the time. 5 pathfinders of the biggest rover bands at the time. It was supposed to be a peace offering, but none of them left alive. The government thought the rovers would disband once their leaders were dead, but they just chose new ones and moved on. Interesting, this one. I can't sense that this means the Rowaris didn't rule a imperial, which is like the ultimate rule. I mean, ultimate empire that ruled Kane. I think Rovari ruled major of this side, like Homestead, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how much Rovari ruled this place. If I can get a good estimate, it will be good. Okay. Agram, let's hear one of your more stories. Did I tell this one already? I once had to deal with a particularly rude dignitary from the capital who had even slighted the emperor. The man made a huge fuss about his food being bland, so I whipped him up a little chef's special filled with my strongest spices. Let's just say he ran out of there, spilling from both ends. Oddly enough, wait, let's just say he ran out of there, spilling from both ends. Yo, yo, what? Oddly enough, I heard he died the next day. I hope I didn't have anything to do with the spices I do used. Let's see another one, guys. One thing still bothers me about the way events unfolded during the Grim Dawn. I was working in the capital during the weeks prior to the attack, and I remember two of the three legions there were dispatched to remote provinces for seemingly no reason. It seemed very peculiar to me at the time that they would leave the capital so exposed, but then again, I'm just a simple cook. Who am I to question the workings of the military? How much do you know about the former warden? Rumors of Krieg's strange and violent behavior even reached my ears in the distant capital. When he failed to respond to multiple summons, an agent was dispatched from the capital to resolve the situation. Unfortunately, the Grim Dawn was unleashed before the man could reach Krieg. At least, I assume that must be what happened. Okay, okay. This one I will write. I have to write this one. Warden Krieg was asked to be summoned multiple times in the Imperial, but he refused. So, an agent was sent to resolve the issue, and I believe the agent is Inquisitor Creed. because inquisitors, as you can see, inquisitors uncover the mysteries or any form of group, and inquisitors creed's journal, there were like only two entries. It has written part 1 and part 2. It did not say final entry. And I mean I believe Inquisitor Creed also comes so late in Homestead. I believe there is something there. Is there anything else? I served a follower of Drieg once. Now, I don't normally judge a man based on his beliefs, but those people believe in some twisted stuff. The all seeing eye, the hidden realm, the witch gods supposedly reside in, how Drieg is the watcher that guards the way. No wonder they're so uptight if they think someone is staring at them all the time. It's funny though, apparently someone was watching him after all. Uh, Drieg lore, an all seeing god, can see anything and everything every time. Is that said? He said the all seeing eye, the hidden realm, the witch gods supposedly reside in. Drake is the watcher that guards the way. Drake is the watcher that guards the way. Watcher that guards the way. Interesting. Interesting. Drake is one of the gods I know, but not long after we parted ways, an inquisitor took him in for questioning, and he was never seen again. See, inquisitor. At least that's what I heard. Okay, this one we did. Ever consider a bowl of slit stew? Don't. They may eat us, and it seems only fair we should eat them back. But I tried boiling it once, and I ruined a set of pots and ladles. Incidentally, I heard a strange tale once that the slits were created by humans. The story went that the emperor's general staff wanted an army that could fight effectively in the southern storms. Was Slithlor? They used to be humans. The emperor's general staff wanted an army to fight effectively in the southern swamps. To fight effectively in the southern swamps. Okay, what did it say? Horrific human experimentation led to the creation of a reptilian humanoid, but they were uncontrollable, escaped captivity, and began to breed out in the wilds. I don't know if it's true, but still. Horrific human experimentation is the cause, and not confirmed is what I would say. This one, not confirmed yet. They are believed to be right. They are believed to be like this. Everything are like stories here. Unless we speak to those gods like Drieg and we will meet. I'm just saying. Prior to the grim dawn, I served a meal to some gentlemen in the capital who were deep in conversation about a remarkable new method of traveling using arcane gateways. They said it would allow the Emperor's army stationed in the capital to appear almost instantly in the furthest provinces. Imagine to what lengths the Emperor's general staff would go to procure such a decisive military advantage. Oh, okay. hearing myself say it, it sounds very similar to the portal you used to rescue me from the swamps. This one we did. This one we did. I regret how they were persuaded in the past, but it seems generations spent roaming the wilderness and back roads of these lands while evading agents of the Empire prepared them well for the grim dawn. They seem to be weathering it better than most and have taken in many refugees from the Empire that once hunted them. Okay? Don't discount the effectiveness of piercing weapons. They may not have the raw damage dealing power of a heavy mace or brutal axe, but their ability to penetrate armor can be very effective against more heavily armored foes. At least that's what I've heard, and my profession has made me very familiar with baits. Being a cook, I mean. You cheeky Algrim. Okay, that might be it. That might be it for part 3, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next episode. Make sure to check that out, okay? Bye bye. Bye bye.